There's a reason your deepest desires haven't fully materialized yet, and it has nothing to do with effort, worthiness, or even your thoughts. This might sting at first, but it will set you free. Just thinking positively isn't enough to change your life. In fact, your mind might be the very thing trapping you in a cycle of near manifestations and quiet frustration. You've likely been told that your thoughts shape your reality. But here's the missing piece almost no one mentions. Thoughts are only the surface of creation. The real architect is your vibration. The truth is, thought without vibration is like trying to start a fire with just air. The spark never catches, and vibration doesn't come from what you say you want. It comes from what you feel when no one's watching. Reality doesn't respond to words, it responds to frequency. So we begin here, in the invisible yet incredibly powerful realm of your emotional energy. While your thoughts can picture a future, it's your frequency that determines whether that future becomes real or stays a dream. This is the silent battle so many are fighting unknowingly. On one side, your mind repeats affirmations, visualizes outcomes, and builds vision boards. On the other, your body, the deeper part of you, is still radiating fear, doubt, and unworthiness. The result? A vibrational mismatch that halts manifestation before it even starts. The universe listens, yes, but it listens to all of you, not just the part pretending to be optimistic. And here's the shock. Your energy speaks louder than your words. That's why someone vibrating with deep self-trust attracts synchronicities effortlessly, while someone reciting mantras from a place of lack sees no change. Your vibration is the signal. The field is the mirror. But where does this misalignment begin? It starts with a belief system that prizes intellect over the wisdom of the heart. We've been taught that logic is king, that strategy will save us, and that manifestation is a mental checklist. This is a lie born from the illusion of separation. Separation between mind and body, thought and feeling, self and source. And the price we pay is delay, resistance, and a life that almost changes, but never quite does. You might sense it. That quiet disconnect between what you claim to believe and what you truly feel in your bones. That's not your fault. It's a symptom of a culture obsessed with control and terrified of surrender. But now that you're here, something is already stirring. A deeper knowing that you are not just a thinker, you are a vibrational being, and until you align with what you seek, it can't enter your reality, no matter how badly you want it. This isn't about dismissing the mind. It's about returning the heart to its role as co-creator. Because only when your thoughts match your emotions, when your mind and heart resonate as one, do you become a magnet for the life you're meant to live. This isn't magic, it's physics, and once you experience it, nothing stays the same. Today we tear down the myth that thinking alone is enough. We pull back the veil and examine the energy beneath the words. We stop faking positivity and start embodying truth. You aren't here to plead with reality, you're here to become the frequency reality must reflect. So tell me, right now, in this moment, are you dreaming of your ideal life? Or are you being the person who already has it? No data point, no recited affirmation, no motivational poster can override the signal your heart broadcasts. Here's why. Most manifestation methods skip this truth. Your heart isn't just a pump, it's an electromagnetic powerhouse, emitting a field thousands of times stronger than your brain's. Decades of heart math research prove that when your heart is aligned in genuine gratitude, awe, or love, your entire electromagnetic field organizes into harmony, radiating a magnetic pull. Your heart doesn't just sustain life, it transmits your emotional frequency into the quantum field, shaping reality instantly. Consider this. Thoughts spark electrical impulses, but emotions, they generate magnetic fields. That invisible, boundless force is the universe's native tongue. Your brain conceives, your heart attracts. Without synergy between them, your visions float in limbo. If your mind drafts a vision board while your heart vibrates with fear or scarcity, the result is chaos. Chanting "I am enough" while bracing for rejection creates a jammed signal the universe can't decode. This dissonance is felt in your heart's electromagnetic field, not through words but through vibrations that ripple beyond your body. This is where gratitude becomes transcendent, not because it's fashionable, but because it connects mind and heart. By focusing on something you deeply cherish, something that makes your chest glow, you generate coherence. The eye, brain, and heart sync. Neural pathways align with electromagnetic rhythms. You start carving a clear, energetic path instead of scattering your signal across mismatched states. This isn't mystical guesswork, it's measurable. When researchers had people deliberately cultivate gratitude, Their HRV, heart rate variability, became more stable. Their brainwaves fell into sync. Their ability to tap into intuition and radiate presence grew. You began feeling recognized by something far greater than ego. This unified vibration, heart beyond mind, is what shapes reality. It's not positive thinking battling dread. It's not hope laced with panic. It's pure coherence, a signal so clear, the quantum field has no choice but to answer. Here's the deeper truth. Heart coherence also unlocks non-local awareness. In these states, your energy expands past your body, brushing against timelines and possibilities, sensing outcomes not yet materialized. We're talking quantum entanglement, but not just with particles. You're linked to future versions of yourself, to realities where your desires already exist. That's why you felt sudden inspiration, eerie synchronicities, flashes of knowing. It's your heart's field, finally tuned to the right frequency. This is the gap between forcing manifestation and flowing in alignment. Effort belongs to the mind. Effort creates friction. Alignment lives in the heart. It generates coherence. And coherence isn't just attractive, it's magnetic. It pulls in everything vibrating at the same frequency, effortlessly. Yes, you can think your way toward a dream, but if your heart isn't echoing that future, your brain's ambitions ripple through an unsynchronized field and fade. So how do you practice this? Start simple. Choose a moment of real appreciation, a sunrise, a breath, the coolness of water. Let gratitude flood through you, filling your chest, steadying your breath. Let that warmth settle. Hold it for 30 seconds. Then envision your desired reality not as a far-off goal, but as a heart-deep truth you already inhabit. That's coherence, not begging, not bargaining, a declaration of being, a frequency announcing, "This is who I am," and the universe answers, not to your words, but to your resonance. This is the heart's power. It doesn't wait for proof to feel. It doesn't plead with the field. It sets the tone and lets the signal speak. From now on, don't just manifest with your mind. Feel with your heart first. Breathe into emotion, balanced by intention, aligned by vibration. Because the heart isn't just yours, it's part of creation itself. You've been told to think positive, to visualize, to chant affirmations until they rewrite your subconscious. But here's the inconvenient truth. Most manifestation teachings ignore. Thinking alone is powerless without vibrational alignment. The brain is a master of simulation. It can envision futures, relive the past, conjure fantasies, and imagine possibilities. But here's the catch. Imagination without embodiment remains fiction, and the universe doesn't respond to fiction, it responds to frequency. This is why so many spiritual seekers feel stuck. You can wake up every morning and declare, "I am abundant." But if your body is flooded with the chemistry of lack, stress, doubt, or unworthiness, your field becomes incoherent, and the quantum field can't reflect incoherence. As Joe Dispenza puts it, you can't think greater than how you feel. If your emotions are rooted in fear, no amount of positive thinking will override the energy you're broadcasting. This isn't about blame, it's about understanding your own operating system. Thoughts are electrical, they send signals, but feelings are magnetic. They attract, repel, amplify, or distort those signals. Manifestation isn't a mental exercise, it's a full-body transmission. Every thought activates a neural network, but unless it's emotionally charged, the signal stays weak. It might create a tiny ripple in the field, yet it lacks the coherence and strength to shape reality. This is why emotional repetition is dangerous. When you think, "I'm not enough," and pair it with shame, repeating that daily programs your field to attract people, events, and outcomes that mirror that belief. Not because the universe is punishing you, but because you're reinforcing that frequency, collapsing it into form. Now consider the phrase, "fake it till you make it." In the quantum realm, that fails. Because the field senses your essence, not your act. You can pretend confidence, but if your cells vibrate with fear, the field detects it. Energy doesn't lie. This is where Bruce Lipton's work matters. Epigenetics proves that your thoughts and beliefs alter your biology, which then defines your vibrational signature. Your perception changes your body chemistry, and your body chemistry sends a signal to the quantum field. So when you think, "I am abundant," but feel tightness in your chest, when you picture love, but carry the weight of heartbreak, the field doesn't respond to the image, it responds to the emotion underneath. And here's the paradox. You can't think your way into a new reality unless your body believes it. That's why shifting identity is the key to quantum manifestation. Not wishing, not pretending, but becoming. The real shift happens when the future you want stops being a goal and starts being a felt experience. When your nervous system stops waiting for proof. When your body no longer needs evidence to believe it's worthy. That's when you collapse timelines. This isn't theoretical. This is neuroplasticity. This is biology. This is quantum physics in action. So how do you close the gap between thought and vibration? You live it. You rehearse the future, not as a daydream, but as a memory. You train your nervous system to feel safety, joy, freedom before external changes happen. You get comfortable with the frequency of your desired self, and then your body starts to trust it. This is what Neville Goddard called living from the end, feeling now what you'd feel if it were already true. Not hoping, not pleading, but resting in the certainty of it being real. Because here's the truth, the field doesn't give you what you want, it mirrors who you are. And if who you are aligns thought, feeling, belief, vibration, the field has no choice but to reflect that reality. So stop trying to think your way out of lack, feel your way into abundance. Stop repeating affirmations like control mantras. Speak them as declarations of who you are. Reality isn't created by thought alone, it's created by coherence. And coherence is when thought, feeling, and being merge. Here's a truth few mention. Your body isn't just a vessel, it's a broadcaster. Every breath, every sensation, every subtle emotion is part of the signal you send to the quantum field. You're not just thinking your reality, you're radiating it through your body's language. Imagine your body as a precision antenna. Every heartbeat, every neural pulse, every gut instinct broadcasts either clarity or static. And the field, it answers with precision. Not to your words, not even to your desires, but to your frequency, to how your biology speaks. Energy. This is why transformation doesn't happen in the mind alone. You must bring the body into your shift. The HeartMath Institute spent decades studying the heart's electromagnetic field. Their findings: the heart's electrical field is 60 times stronger than the brain's, and its magnetic field is 5,000 times more powerful. And that magnetic field stretches several feet beyond your body, pulsing information into the space around you. That means the heart isn't just pumping blood, it's transmitting data, emotional data, energetic signals. And when your heart and brain sync up, they create something called coherence, a smooth, harmonious pattern in your biofield that turns you into a powerful magnet for aligned realities. But when you're stuck in stress, anxiety, fear, or emotional chaos, that signal turns messy, disjointed, distorted. It's like trying to tune into a station, but static keeps cutting through. That's what most people manifest from interference. Here's the good news. You can relearn how to tune your body. Start with the breath. It's the bridge between conscious and subconscious, between mind and body. When you slow your breath, deepen the inhale, and soften the exhale, you tell your nervous system, I am safe now. And that safety is the key to unlocking your true vibration. You can't attract abundance from survival mode. You can't access love from emotional panic. The frequency of your next reality lives in a nervous system that trusts life. This is why Joe Dispenza talks about rehearsing the future, not just picturing it, but embodying it as if it's already here. When you close your eyes, breathe into your heart, and visualize your future self already living the dream, your body buys in. The field answers. Because here's the secret: what your body accepts, the field reflects. Want to go deeper? Bring your focus to the center of your chest. This is where your energetic intelligence lives. When you anchor your attention there, slow your breath, and summon a feeling of gratitude or joy, you start generating coherence. That coherence isn't just a pleasant sensation, it's a transmission. It tells the field, this is who I am now. Over time, that repeated signal overwrites old patterns. It rewires your brain, it recalibrates your electromagnetic field, and it primes your reality to change. This isn't magic, it's quantum biology. Your body is the link between thought and manifestation, between vision and form, and every cell hears the signal you're sending. Bruce Lipton's research proves it. Your beliefs aren't just ideas, they trigger chemical cascades that shape your genes, your immune system, your mood, and yes, your frequency. Change your belief, change your biochemistry, change your broadcast. That's why embodiment is the final frontier. Let this be your new ritual. Breathe with intention, feel before you think, visualize from the heart, not just the head, move like someone who's already free, rest as if life is cradling you, and as your nervous system unwinds, your frequency rises. We'll end this section with a declaration, and I invite you to write it below as a vibrational act of choice. I choose coherence, because coherence isn't just calm, it's clarity, it's magnetism, it's the password to the reality you've been reaching for with your mind. but can only enter with your energy. Your body knows the way. There's a moment in your journey when everything shifts. It's not when you land the job, meet the person, or manifest the thing. It's when your inner world aligns with the energy of the life you've dreamed of. When your body, not just your mind, starts vibrating as if it's already here. That's when the field responds, because manifestation isn't driven by desire, it's driven by emotional alignment. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you feel, consistently. That's the core message we've been building toward. Thoughts are electric. They spark ideas, they fuel intention. But emotions are magnetic. They carry those intentions into the field. And when the two align, when you think of what you love and feel it's already yours, the universe rearranges to match your vibration. This is why positive thinking alone falls short. It's not about reciting surface-level affirmations while your body still cycles through fear or lack. That just sends mixed signals into the quantum field. And the field mirrors the stronger one, usually the emotional one, always the energetic one. Here's the truth. You're always broadcasting. Even when silent, even when still, your field transmits data through your frequency. It's a cosmic language, and the universe only understands coherence, not the words, not the dreams, but the felt state beneath them. Let's anchor this with a metaphor. Imagine a tuning fork. Strike one and bring another close. The second vibrates without being touched. That's resonance. That's how your vibration works in the quantum field. When you feel joy, safety, love, or expansion, the field reflects circumstances, people, and events that match those frequencies. That's not magic, that's physics, that's resonance in action. So what does this mean for you now? It means you don't have to chase, you don't have to hustle the universe into giving you what you want. You just need to practice, becoming a vibrational match to the version of you that already has it. That future self, confident, abundant, peaceful, already exists as a possibility in the field. And the moment you consistently feel like them, you begin to pull that version into the present. Neville Goddard called this living from the end. Joe Dispenza calls it rehearsing the future. Abraham Hicks calls it getting into the vortex. No matter the wording, the principle is the same. What you embody emotionally becomes what you attract energetically. So how do you shift from thinking to feeling? Start small. Pick one thing you've been trying to manifest and ask, how would I feel if this were already mine? Let your breath slow. Let your body relax. Let your heart experience the moment, not just in your mind, but through your senses. Can you hear the sounds of your new life? Can you feel its texture in your chest? This isn't fantasy. This is frequency rehearsal. And the more you revisit that feeling, the more natural it becomes, until one day, your body accepts it as normal. That's the key. Making the miraculous feel ordinary, making abundance seem natural, making peace feel inevitable, making love feel safe in your nervous system. That's when the universe says yes. And here's something powerful to remember. You're never faking it. You're activating it. You're not pretending to be someone you're not. You're choosing to align with a version of you that already exists in the field. One breath, one thought, one emotion at a time. As you move forward, remember, your greatest tool isn't your vision board, your planner, or your strategy. It's your vibration, your presence, your coherence. You don't have to force reality into shape. You only need to align with the version of you that effortlessly attracts it. Let this sink in. The moment you truly feel it, it's already happening. And when that truth takes root, your whole world begins to shift, not because the field changed, but because you did. There comes a point in your journey where the effort to manifest starts to feel noisy. All the trying, all the pushing, all the mental repetition, at some point, it begins to ring hollow. Because in the quantum field, reality doesn't respond to how loudly you declare your desires. It responds to the vibration you hold in silence. And this silence isn't emptiness. It's coherence. It's alignment. It's the quiet certainty of someone who knows who they are. The most powerful frequency you emit doesn't come from your words, it comes from your stillness. When thoughts, emotions, and presence unite, you stop sending mixed signals to the field. Manifestation isn't a performance. It's not about projecting confidence or repeating affirmations. It's about attunement. It's the gentle shift from doing to being. And in that being, something miraculous unfolds. You stop chasing the future. You stop bargaining with the universe. You step into the version of yourself who already has what they once desired, not just in thought, but in vibration. This shift is subtle, but you feel it. It's in the way your nervous system settles, the way your voice grows quieter, the way you let go of urgency and start trusting timing. The silent frequency of being isn't passive. It's about knowing. It's about moving through life with awareness. Your job isn't to chase after it, but to relax into it. That's what coherence means. It means your inner world no longer fights the vision you hold. In this space, you no longer need to manifest in the usual way. The field is already answering. People, opportunities, synchronicities, they align on their own, not because you pushed them, but because you met their frequency. Embodiment doesn't shout, it doesn't rush, it doesn't beg for belief, it just stands as truth. When your energy becomes a pure signal, the quantum field mirrors you instantly. That's the silent frequency we mean. It murmurs, "You already are." Be still enough to sense the frequency you've been sending out. Notice if you've been moving from fear or from trust. The field isn't judging, it's matching you. This isn't about policing thoughts or fixing emotions. It's about softening into coherence, breathing into the version of you already living the life you want. Your worth isn't earned, it's remembered. If you've come this far, part of you already knows this. You've always known. This message isn't new, it's timeless. It comes as proof that the change starts within you. Not in words, not in actions, but in who you are, here, without strain. If this landed, stay with us. Subscribe. This space is for remembering, a home for those done striving and ready to be. The quantum field answers not to your wanting, but to your presence.